Hey. Shalom, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
And first and foremost, we would love to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH.
double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who taught us his truth. And blessings and safety to the men, women, and children that believe on the name Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, and truth and sincerity. So you we say shalom, right? And as you see on the title of this live stream, okay, it's titled Occupied in Prophecy versus Occupied in Folly, man. Okay, because the time we're living in, okay, you're supposed to be what? Occupied in prophecy, right? But a mass majority of our people, they're occupied in folly, okay? And what? They're distracted. So when that day comes, it's going to catch them off guard, man. All right? So without further ado, we're going to get right into the precepts. If a brother got something.
This Proverbs, okay, that's what you wanted?
Yeah,
This Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself.
and you going to it, brother, pull out a precept, break it down.
The word prudent basically means to take caution for the future, right? And we know what the future withholds. The future is looking very grim, right? Because we know that the prophecies talks about how the day of the Lord is going to be a day of doom, a gloomy day. So with that being said, we're preparing for that day because, we want to be in good graces with the Lord when it happens.
Hey, a prudent man foreseeth the evil. How do we foresee of the evil? Okay, it's through these prophecies.
Right.
Because when these prophecies, we foresee the end coming. Okay, the change of rulerships. We foresee it coming. And because Yahawah, the disciples actually Yahawah shine those signs, right? All those signs are in the earth, man. So we foresee the evil through our spiritual lenses, right? We see the famine. We see all hell breaking loose. Okay, we see Esau coming down with that great wrath. We also see those missiles being shot upon America. We see the chariots. We see everything, man. Right. So we foresee those evils, which evils a compound word being bad times, and then we hide ourselves, right? Where do we hide ourselves? All right, under the shadow of the Almighty. Okay, in that secret place, which is this truth, which is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right?
They say, but the simple pass on and are punished.
And that's talking about, man, 2/3 of our people, man. That scripture say, how long will you simple when you love simplicity? All right. Jake's so distracted with this damn folly, man. Bread and circus, man. It don't make no damn. What's more beneficial, man? Opening up these scriptures, man. Learning the true name of the Heavenly Father, learning about prophecies, learning who you are, or damn watching Housewives of Atlanta, man. Or watching, they got this new show called Love at the Lockup that everybody glued to, man. What's more beneficial, man?
This Proverbs 14:16. A wise man feareth. Proverbs 14, verse 16. A wise man feareth and departed from evil, but the fool rageth in his confidence. A wise man gonna fear what? Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI.
Right.
So fear means to reverence. And we went into the word pious. What that word say? Pious basically means to
devoutly religious. That was one of
them. Devoutly religious. Exactly. Devoutly religious. Yeah. Then we went into the word extol earlier off camera. Extol means to basically to exalt or worship on a high level.
Yeah, so, I got you. This is pious in an etymological line, having or intended to show faith and reverence for the supreme being.
Right, showing faith and reverence. Your faith is your trust. Right, your reverence is not crossing the line. Those laws, and you going by those laws and statutes of the Heavenly Father. Right, and it says, and departed from evil, because that's your escape route out of those traps and snares of death, man. That's that evil, the traps and snares of death. So your escape route out of that, the traps and snares of death, is the law, statutes, and commandments, man.
Yeah, I was about to say too, even in Matthew 25 about the virgins with the lamps, right? And half of them were foolish. What? Because they didn't have that oil, right? Yeah. The oil is the understanding of this knowledge. Now you're gonna have people that's occupied in folly. Why? Because their lamps aren't filled with that oil, man.
That's right, brother. I got the definition of that word occupy. And it's short and simple, busy and active. So we're supposed to be active in prophecy, right? We're supposed to be active and busy in his word. All right, because the scripture's going to how there's a day where Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. If a brother know where I'm going. Yeah, but you got something, bro?
I got the word folly in etymology. It says mental weakness, foolish behavior or character, unwise conduct, which that could be anything that's not helping you to benefit with serving YAHWAHSHI. You got people that rather get their time and energy over to constantly going out, because that's all these people like to do. They in that spirit of do as thou will. You know that you only live once. That YOLO spirit. You got people that's out there Miami for spring break doing God knows what they say, doing all type of things. You got people that was getting. I seen a video of a dude. He got shot. It was two Jakes that got shot down right in front of a whole bunch of people that look like they was partying.
I got something real quick, because this is Matthew 6 and 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Your heart, we know, is your mind. So the title of the lesson is let me go back. It says occupied in prophecy versus occupied in folly. So really, when you occupied is connected with occupation. You know what I'm saying? So and when you go into them words, they go into like possess. Like one of the words is possession. So when you possess something, it's near unto you. You know what I'm saying? So we're matter of fact, it tell you that in Sirach 39, I believe, in 1. You got that? Bring it out.
This is Ecclesiastes 39 and verse 1. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecy.
Yeah, like if I'm seeking out wisdom of ancient men, like whether it's the truth or just historical history, I'm in the book. Like I'm like locked in. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like that. So now it's near unto me, man. Okay, so whatever you near upon is what's going to be your reward when YAHWAHSHI comes. Pursuing the Revelation 22.
Yeah, they both got a reward.
That's it.
You know, one reward is being occupied in prophecy is life, and being occupied in folly, that reward is death.
That's it.
That's why it's like compared to eating. That's why, you know, learning this doctrine and the different doctrines of this world is compared to eating. Because anything you digest, you become of it, right? So we're digesting junk food and things that's pleasing to the flesh. The pros to it is pleasing to the taste. It's pleasing to the flesh. But then the cons is it's bad for your health.
That's what someone told me. They say, you know, I forgot. It came from a brother, but it said, it came from the apostles. I believe Apostle Gabar, he said, you know, don't live to eat, eat to live. You know, because, you know, if you live to eat, you're going to perish. If you eat to live, you're going to live.
Because that's pleasure. You know what I'm saying? If you living to eat, you just what wrapped up in pleasure.
And Shalaki, I had a definition of this word dignity. We actually didn't get the precept, but the brother quoted the word folly. And the scriptures say that folly is set in great dignity, right? And pretty much it says the state or quality of being worthy of honor or respect. And then it says a sense of pride. So pretty much our people take pride in folly. Our people respect folly. Our people respect foolishness, you know? But that was pretty much it on that. But you got it, bro.
I would say that's why you got people. It's as of right now with the dollar being devalued, it's easy for people to make money. That's why everybody trying to be TikTok famous, Instagram famous, YouTubers and things of that nature. And it's all off of them doing folly, because that's all they do is folly on there.
Yeah. It ain't never been so easy to get rich. Yeah. You know, now it's just so easy to get rich because why? That shit is a distraction. That's why the Lord says when you go into Proverbs, the 30th chapter, the Lord pretty much saying that he if a brother don't mind grabbing that,
You want Proverbs what?
30, you got go ahead, bro.
Proverbs chapter 15, verse 21. Folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom, but a man of understanding walketh uprightly.
That's right, bro.
So all the things that people do, all this foolishness that's going on, is joy to those that don't got this truth. But it says, but a man of understanding walketh uprightly, meaning being in the spirit, walking according to the scriptures to the best of your ability.
Yeah, which one? Proverbs 30 and what?
30 and 8. You can just grab it.
Yeah, it's Proverbs 30 verse 8. It says, remove far from me vanity and lies. It says, give me neither poverty nor riches. It says, feed me with food convenient for me.
And that's what we ask for, food that's convenient for us. It's wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. But in a physical aspect, you know, just give us enough to do what we got to do. You know, we was going into how right now is a time where you could just get rich off of doing one video, man. 1 million views. Now you got the money rolling in, man. And that money, that shit is a distraction. That shit is a distraction to Jake. You think a nigga making $1 million a day gonna come back to the Lord? Hell no. You know, every video I pull up, I get 50,000. You think a nigga like that concerned with the ways of YAHAWAHSHI, YAHAWAHSHI? Well, go ahead,
Verse 9, it says, lest I be full and deny thee.
Hey, there it is. Lest I be full and deny thee, man.
And say, who is the Lord? It says, or least I be poor and steal and take the name of my God.
So look, the Lord ain't gonna bring us too low, and He ain't gonna bring us too up. Okay, we gonna be right in the middle, so that we can what? Acknowledge YAHAWAHSHI, YAHAWAHSHI in His ways.
Yeah, it's because you're talking about the content I have, and that's for a reason. Going back to what you just said, you know what I'm saying? Because we just passing through this realm, man, like we always do. We pass through different things. As Hebrew Israelites, we pass through the red, you know, what they call the Red Sea, and what people know it as, and you know, different forms of life, man. We pass through because we're about perfection. In order for something to be perfected, it has to pass through something to be at a perfected state. I had a quick one to what you just pulled out. This is Proverbs 23:7. For as he thinketh in his heart, again his mind, so is he. Eat and drink, said he to thee, but his heart is not with you. So yeah, man. So this truth is like the brother said, this truth is likened to food. Doctrines in general is likened to food, man. So what the things that your heart is set upon, man, folly, then you become that folly. You matter of fact, it tell you that in Isaiah 65, they prepare a table for that truth. That's them forwarding this man's agenda, keeping his plans afloat, helping him out.
The scriptures say, ye are of your father the devil, and his lusts ye will do.
Yeah.
See, Esau lusts you to be into folly and things like that. Esau don't want you to come back to your true power. Yeah. Esau don't want you to be occupied in prophecy. Okay, he wants you to be stuck in la la land.
Yeah, I got one more. So like this is Hebrews 11:25. It says, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season.
Which a season change. It ain't always summer. It's not always fall. Those seasons change, man. So all that folly that Jake out here doing, and all the wickedness that Jake out here doing, and they living it up, it's gonna they're raining because hey, they about to fall with Esau.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say because it said choosing rather to suffer affliction. So that somebody read that and say that's a bad thing, but that's a good thing because you're talking about Ecclesiastes 1. You know, as we increase in wisdom, or we increase in sorrow. So by us being occupied in the prophecies, we know what's about to come. You see what I'm saying? We know the reason why things are taking place, and so which ultimately means what we know in a sense of how our future is going to go. Right. We know. I don't know. Hit that. We know that some of us brothers is going to have to be persecuted for righteousness' sake.
Hey, we know the will of the Lord and we accept it.
That's right. Because what comes on the end of that? A crown, a reward. All right. Right. Meekness. You know what I'm saying? Salvation comes from that, man. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we're choosing to suffer affliction, meaning what? Be occupied in the prophecies. Because what's down the line? Affliction. You see what I'm saying? What's right now? Affliction. And what was that? That was told to us in the past. It was a prophecy, and that was coming to pass. So we choose to meditate in these prophecies versus the folly that's going on.
Yeah, because we go out the window. We taking on that spiritual beat down, so we don't have to get that physical beat down. Right. See, right now Jake is and occupied in folly. They having a good time. Okay, they're that flood behavior, right? You know, Jake is in the spirit, the same spirit they was in the days of Noah. See, we're taking that spiritual beat down, going through that spiritual fire. See, when all that folly and all that joy is done away with, right? That's when Jake is going to experience that physical beat down, man. That they're gonna go through that spiritual mean that physical fire, man. If that makes sense. Go ahead, bro.
Galatians 6:8, it says, For he that soweth to the flesh, for he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the spirit shall of the spirit reap life everlasting. And that's the thing, is like Jake is reaping more to the flesh, you know what I'm saying? Because they realize that look, you're in Babylon, you can do whatever the hell you want, you get whatever the hell you want. So they just constantly feed into the flesh. It's quick. Yeah, it's quick, you know what I'm saying? Microwavable lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Everything here is microwavable, bro. Like we mentioned earlier, you become rich damn near overnight now. You don't gotta have no skills, no talent.
They gotta go to college.
They gotta go to college. You can become rich overnight because how Esau made this society, man.
Well, he made it like that now.
Yeah.
But if you look, if you pay attention, see, back in the day it was a little harder.
Yeah.
But Esau has made it easy to touch all his money because now we're in the end, man. See, Esau wants you distracted. He wants your mind, right?
Yeah.
He wants your mind. I forgot what that word fun. Go back to the mente.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Esau wants to divert your mind. He wants your mind stuck on stupid, right?
Folly said great thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's like folly is uphill while wisdom is basically shunned.
Yeah.
Because it tells you in Isaiah 2:20 that go back over my eye just said it talks about they're gonna cast silver idols of silver and idols of gold in the street. You see what I'm saying? So these things are set up like that because men worship them. Not they you know what I'm saying? That's what Esau wanted. He wants you to worship these things instead of the Most High. So now you worship what he worshiped, which is currency, man.
And that's why Jake ain't gonna have no stability in the time to come, man.
Exactly.
All right, Jake. That's why Jake not gonna have no stability, man, in the time to come, man, because Jake ain't in tune. Jake ain't occupied in prophecy. So you know, they ain't gonna have no stability, man. They ain't gonna be stable in that day because the Lord is literally giving us the things that we're gonna need. That's gonna benefit us. And in Jacob's trouble, man.
Yeah, because they don't know how to go without. You see what I'm saying? Jake not preparing their spirits to go without. They don't fast. You know what I'm saying? They don't, like, I'm talking about fast in the spirit though. You know, niggas might be awkward. No, I'm talking about do it and you meditate on the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Jake not preparing spiritually for what's to come. You see what I'm saying? That's why they're gonna get overtaken.
Hey, Jake don't know that we just had a Passover. Jake don't know about the Day of Atonement. Jake don't know about the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Jake don't know about none of those things. Why? It's because they're occupied in folly, right? Jake just skipping these videos.
Yeah, right.
Jake skipping these videos, and what shows you that when a rap nigga throw up a video, I remember a little minute ago, I woke up one morning, I was subscribed to some shit, you know, some Jake be subscribed to all type of shit.
Yeah.
You know, it was like a little dirt video, 600,000 views in a fucking hour. But here it is, you look at the prophets videos, especially the apostles and elders, man, they're supposed to have millions, man, of hits, man. You know, because this is, hey, Jake's support, our nation is supposed to be occupied in prophecy, right? But that goes to show you what Jake mind at. You know, here it is, the apostle get 1,000 views, man. But then you got some rap nigga, all right, with 69. Hey, I was looking at the nigga he in the spirit world, in his right state of mind, FBG Duck. He had a song called Slide, 79 million views, man. And I'm getting them all Jake's. So that goes to show you what Jake mind is at, right?
Like you said, like it made me think, like you said, Lil Durk, he got all these views in just a couple hours. But that's a rich man word. They're stolen to the cloud. It's a poor man's wisdom, like you say. You feel what I'm saying? And then, you know, ultimately, they love the ways of the world. They don't want to hear this. You know what I'm saying? Speak not unto us them right things. They don't want to hear this. They rather walk according to the ways of this world, this present evil world. And so I had a precept, this 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. It says, love not the world. And this went with that Galatians 6 that you brought out. This 1 John chapter 2, verse 15, it says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. It says, if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Because James 4:4 tell you, ye adulterers and the ye adulterers says that friendship with the world is enmity with the Most High.
Yes, because that's what YAHAWAHSHI was saying to the young man in Matthew 19.
That's the spirit I got. That's the spirit I got. I had that pulled up too. Go ahead. Go ahead. Don't get busy.
I'm saying because that's the spirit. Because when in Matthew 19, man, YAHAWAHSHI basically told that young man, you know, he was testing him, And he said, yo, he said, keep the ways of the Lord and all statute commandments. He said, what lack I yet? Put his shoulders up. And then he said, well, okay, well, if you were to be perfect, sell all that you have and follow me. See, that showing you that he was following he was so-called following the ways of the Lord and all statute commandments, but he still wasn't perfect. You know what I'm saying? So he said, if you will be perfect, follow me and sell all you have. See, these people was too attached with their lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's going to catch them, like the scripture says, like a thief in the night. It's going to catch them unexpectedly, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So showing you that when Yahawaah was talking, bro, he was talking for real. Talking about God and mammon and all that.
Yeah,
he was talking for real. These people was attached to the prosperity of life, man.
Bro, that's beautiful because me and the brother Ma'ar was on the phone earlier, and we went into talking about Lot wife. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
she had
look back.
Yeah, she looked back because she had go ahead, respect on those things that were behind. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, kind of. So, all right, I'm gonna keep going right quick. I'm gonna read 16 in the KJV and the NLT. This is for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not the Father, but is of the world. When you read verse 16 in the NLT, it says, for the world offers only a craving for physical pleasure, a craving for everything we see, and pride in our achievements and possessions. These are not from the Father, but are from this world. You know what I'm saying? These things don't come from the Most High. And see, that's why the scriptures say you don't receive your consolation. You know what I'm saying? The same have received benefits and have not known me. You don't receive the ways of this world. You like these PPP loans, these checks that the government passing out, your EBT, all these different things, and you so caught up in it and you think to be in good case. You know what I'm saying? You don't think nothing coming. Like Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, you know what I'm saying? Because he said, God, you know what I'm saying? The Lord said, you know what I'm saying, because vengeance is not executed speedily, but roughly paraphrasing for their sins, they thinking like, well, shoot, I'm good. Ain't nothing happened to me yet. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna keep adding sin under sin. And also, go ahead.
I said the hearts of the sons of men is who said to do wickedness.
Come on.
So it's like they gotta think about it, like the things that brothers going into right now. We're going into how people basically love folly over the things that the Lord said, and the Lord is completely opposite. Basically, everything the Lord in the scriptures goes into is telling you to abstain from these things. Matter of fact, that's what the disciples told a lot of the newcomers that was coming into the church, man. It was like when they was having trouble with upholding certain things in the scriptures. Basically, they gave them like a quick little checklist. They're like, all right, look, since y'all having trouble with these things, just do this list. Abstain from you know what I'm saying, idol worship and trying not to eat meats, you know what I'm saying, sacrificing the idols, and basically he gave them like a quick to-do list. Since y'all having trouble with this big list right here, which we know the scriptures goes into a lot of tedious things, look, don't worry about all this. Just abstain from these little things, and then as you get more rooted, your faith grows. But you can't get rooted into the scriptures if you're doing folly all damn day, man. And that's what these people don't understand, man. This nigga Esau. How many people know there's been X amount of train derailments, man? This nigga is polluting the water. How many people are aware that we about to get ready to go to war, man?
These niggas don't even know that Esau is their enemy.
Yeah, bro.
Here it is, you stuck in lava land with all this folly, and your enemy is laying out a whole snare before you, man.
Bro.
And that's why the Lord said, arise ye and depart, for this is not all rest. The Lord said we have to literally, spiritually detach from this place, man.
And then Esau, they got, not Esau, Jake, they got the nerve to be like, what, dude, stop protesting, man. If you, Jake, stop protesting, man. Well, why they in the streets killing us? He your enemy, man. He's supposed to do that, man. What you talking about, man?
Jake in the street with Black Lives Matter signs, marching up and down the street, Black Lives Matter.
For this world,
Esau had already infiltrated.
Like a brother said before, one of the brothers in New York, there's like Jay walking around with some I Can't Breathe shirts on. It's showing you that they don't got the breath.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why.
Beautiful. And this verse 17, though, to finish off First John chapter 2. It said, I'm gonna read it in the NLT. It says, "And this world is fading away."
This world is fading away. Hey, this world is fading away, man. We're watching it fade away, but see, our people don't know that it's fading away because why? They're stuck, occupied in folly, man. Here it is. The banking system is collapsing. Okay, and the supermarkets are getting ready to, and they're closing down jobs left and right, man.
Bro, what did the president of Kenya just say, man? He just went into, man, how they about to get ready to drop the dollar, man.
And they
Like-
start laughing.
Yeah, bro. Like they start making fun
Oh,
of it, man.
and that's the faith and trust that the people have in E in his system, right? But the crazy part about it, he is making it fade away. He's causing it to fade away.
They changed the they on bro. This how you know, cause like, bro, they on a U.S. debt plot. They changed. I went to it last night, but they changed the name of what the currency is on the debt plot. Man, it used to. I got the picture. It used to say fiat currency on there or whatever, but now it says U.S. Treasury dollars. You know what I'm saying, so they already made the change, man. You know what I'm saying, which means they made the change. The change I'm talking about is the change in the currency, man. Which the whole world was using the format of a fiat currency, man, for trading and everything like that. So that means the whole world is about to be affected. That's why our brother just mentioned Kenya. You're like, hey, we're in America.
But ain't nobody, but you don't see E getting on the news, making Joe Biden money, what y'all call a money bag Joe. He ain't getting on the news saying, hey, you Americans, wake up, you know. Hey, the prophets is doing all this.
Yeah.
The man you show no respect to, right? It's all good, but you gotta
Right. Okay, it says, and bring it back from the top of the NLT, it says, and this world is fading away, along with everything that people, this First John chapter 2. You heard it said, it's like, it says, and this world is fading away, along with everything that people crave. But anyone who does what pleases Yahawah will live forever.
There it is.
Because your works follow you.
The works
Follow.
follow.
That's why I said that. It's written in the book of Revelation 14 chapter. You know what I'm saying? So the times that we coming upon, we've been waiting for this, man. Our apostles and brothers have been laboring for years. We waiting for this, man. It's the people that's in the world that's hoping and praying that this shit gonna bounce back,
Well,
man.
what happened during the flood, man? That's why I said, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So also shall be the coming up with the coming of the Son of Man be. So that same flood behavior is being displayed right now, man. And that's why they didn't know that a flood was coming until Noah entered into the ark, man. That's when the Lord made it start raining, and they're like, oh, it gotta be, you know.
Yeah, that's bro. You got something, bro?
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
The same way, the same fashion, right? Go ahead.
For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage.
Right. We're not saying there is nothing wrong with going to get a drink, man, or you know, eating, or you know, a man dealing with a woman. There's nothing wrong with that, man. But this is all our people know. On top of more other shit that don't matter anymore, right? This is all our people know.
And they're doing all that in wickedness.
You ask Jake what they doing all that in wickedness. Ask Jake what a prophecy is, man. Prophecy. And then Jake don't even have the audacity to even try to attempt to look it up. You ask the brother a question, the brother will be on the slide. He may not know it, but he'll be like this. Yeah, Jake, I know what it means. You know what I'm saying? Jake, these niggas out here ain't worried about what was a prophecy. I don't know.
And too, the part that added that, see, the thing is, like, we in the world, but we not of the world. It's the opposite with them. They of the world, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then the thing is, they have more pleasure in doing the folly than the Lord's work. It's opposite with us, you know what I'm saying? Every time, that's the shit we do on the side. That's just passing the time, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why the elect have to go off too. You know, the sons of God have to go off too, so we could help these niggas. Because that's what we doing. Even though they're not taking heed, you know what I'm saying? Even we doing all of this studying, we doing all of this,
labor.
You know what I'm saying? All this labor righteously, but it's ultimately for the welfare of Israel, man.
Yeah.
But now it's a cursing to you niggas, man.
Yeah,
You know?
to say that's why, you know, the elect want to strive to enter the straight gate. You know, they're gonna have to go through that difficult path. You know what I'm saying? Because why? Because we're getting our affliction on this side, but what? By staying in the ways of Babylon. All right, but now these people who are occupied in folly, they getting there, man. They're in the house of mirth, man. I was gonna say that you should be rather be in the house of mourning than the house of mirth, because we were saying here for punishment.
Yeah, and also because the brothers in Matthew 24, it's because you're telling Ecclesiastes, time and place for everything. So we are to know the time in which we are in. If we don't know if you don't know the time you're in, why would you take it seriously? You know what I'm saying?
Which takes discernment.
Exactly. It's the spirit that comes behind that.
And two, they don't believe.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, like there's no way in hell you can you once you hear this word, bro, and then you just like, bro, you hear it is, you walk past the camp. Let's say you don't know nothing about none of this. You walk past the camp. All right, bro, brothers used to have the signs holding up the signs that America will be destroyed, blah blah blah. And then you just walk, you just look at it, walk like, bro,
you're not even concerned about it.
Right, you ain't concerned about it.
Listen.
Then you hear brothers linking the prophecies with the actual shit that's happening. Go ahead, man.
I was gonna say, but the apostle just uploaded a video. It said we will start going cashless in April of 2023. Jake don't know. Jake don't going cashless. What does that mean? See, Jake don't got a clue what's going on, man. And the only reason why is because they're occupied in the wrong thing, man. What they're occupied in is not beneficial to their future.
Even if they know that, they don't. They think like they could go take the money out the bank and still be able to benefit off it.
Or Jake believed that it's going to be for. See, that's what he saw. That's how he played on the minds of our people. He brought forth these things like the C-19, right? The whole mask mandate and things like that. They came about and went away. So Jake think that all these things are just gonna this is gonna be for a little short phase, and then they're gonna go away, man. But the scriptures say that they're not slack, or like a woman that travailing with a child. Yeah, once those pains begin to come, plans begin to come. Hey man, it's like you shooting a gun. Once you shoot a gun, once the bullet exit the chamber, it's no way that bullet can stop in midair and come back inside the chamber and go back into the clip.
16, first couple verses. When a man shot the arrow, he ain't gonna come back, bro. And then too, the thing is, they don't see the end goal. They don't see where all this is going. Oh yeah, we get this crazy. Oh, this is wonderful. No, dude, he has an end goal, and we know what it is, man. But finish that out, bro. I know you hold it.
It's Matthew chapter 24 and verse 38 again. It says, "For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark."
Until the day that Noah entered into the ark, right? So yeah, Noah building the ark, he prophesying at the same time, telling our people that the flood is coming, but they so caught up on kicking it and having a good time, pleasing the flesh, right? And it said until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Why? Because that's when that rain began to come down. And they like, hold on, what's this? Hold on, and that's how they gonna be. Hold on, America we never experienced the famine. What the hell?
Man, I like that. Like you see, how you say it, like when it started raining. So you know how it started raining. You know how Jake be outside maneuvering around. It's sunny as hell outside 1 minute, and then you feel that drop of rain. They be like, hold on. What about the rain? So just imagine when that water hit them.
Hey, Ecclesiastes 12, it said pretty much where my brother they look out the window and it be darkened. Real quick, and then the brother
go ahead. If I could say too, because you had mentioned the story with Noah, but also when you read, it said that the Lord closed the door, man. Noah didn't pick up that big ass door. It was YAHWAHSHI that closed that door.
You'll say the Lord sent them in.
Why is that? Because leave it up to us, nigga. Open that bitch up for us.
Right. No, you never know. No, you don't know. You probably know was probably in the spirit. He probably had his family and there, like, hold on, man. Because his family had to be saved with him because of prophecy, of course, because of repopulation and all that. So want to know his son, because on the movie they show Noah's son trying to run back for a chick. He booked it back for a chick. And he tried to run back to the ark with her. Her motherfucking foot got cut off. She got stampeded. But you know how people is, man. They get the feelings. Jake does some. We feel sympathy for people sometimes. Jake tried to open the door. Hold on.
People, bro. Jake passionate, man. That's why Jake always trying to fucking save Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? They just can't fathom the fact that people can get destroyed like that, man.
Bro, that's right. We is passionate for Jake. Look at what we're doing. Granted, we're doing it for the. I got it. Granted, we're doing it for the Most High, but this for Jake. You know what I'm saying? We crying out to our people. You know what I'm saying? But they don't hear. They don't hear them spiritual alarms going on. But like we talking about off camera, the Lord said, "My sheep hear me and they follow me." They ain't on that phone. But it's Ecclesiastes 12:3. It says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out the windows be dark."
Because you know how you can look out your window and it might be a beautiful, nice day. You will plan your whole day. Just about you will wake up, look out, it's gonna be a nice day. You know what? We're gonna go barbecuing. I'm gonna go to the mall, buy me a little outfit for the day, and we're gonna kick it. But see, when you look out the window and they be darkened, you don't know what's ahead of you. It ain't, you can't plan your day because you don't know how things are gonna go. That's that perfect example of what's about to happen now, man. Jake not gonna have a clue about what's going on or what their next move gonna be, you know. But go ahead, brother.
You got people that's probably planning. You know, Jake's out there planning trips for the summer and things of that nature. Little do they know, in a couple months, Lord, well, it's gonna be hyperinflation. And say they have booked those flights already, then when that hyperinflation hit, they gonna have to cancel them and things of that nature.
Jake putting up money for their kids' tuition. You know, I want my son to go to Spelman. Yeah, but no, that was pretty much it. We can get a couple more. I'm sure I had some.
You wanted that
Ecclesiastes.
This is Ecclesiastes 7 and verse. I'm gonna start at verse 4.
No, start with 2.
Start with 2.
Yeah, that's
7 and verse 2. It says, "It is better to go into the house of mourning than to go into the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to its heart."
Right. So what's better, man? Like you gotta once you observe the times that the scriptures talk about being a watchman, you see what's happening, because we are headed into the future, right? So what is the future looking like? Right. Yeah. And then using the Ecclesiastes 12th chapter, with just the first couple verses, when you start from the top, it gives you an outline of what the future is looking like, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why scripture I remember that created days like youth, man. Why the evil days come not? This nigga Esau got everything locked, loaded, and ready, man. And more than likely, we probably gonna enter into another false flag, which is gonna lead into maybe another lockdown, probably. And like you can see, everything is lining up. Like I don't. The Fed now launches in July. You know what I'm saying? This man is ready, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this Lord willing, this be that year where it's a huge like change. Like y'all know when 2020 hit, like that was like a huge changer. Like for everybody, like the world felt that shit. This is gonna be another year kind of similar, I feel, bro. Where it's like, okay, all right, this shit about to change over. Continue on, bro.
Ecclesiastes 7 and 3, it says, "Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better."
Right, because the brother's going into the folly of what the title of the video. At some point, man, you gotta know when, like the spirit gotta hit you to know when to stop all the giggly shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It like to stop all the laughing and like, bro, because it be like the script say, it's a time for everything, bro. Sometimes you gotta just observe. Even I was thinking about this early throughout the week, bro. Even when brothers be amongst each other, bro, you gotta read the room, bro. Your spiritual discernment, you gotta. Sometimes, you see majority of brothers, laughing, you having a good time. You come in kind of with the same energy, bro. But then on other times, you see brothers more that serious, stoic. You know what I'm saying? And majority of brothers in that same vibe, you kind of catch on to it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Here it is, all the brothers being in motherfucking serious and stoic. You know what I'm saying? Shit happening, and then you come in on some giggly shit, bro. You feel me? Like, so it's like you gotta know how to read the room. You gotta know how to read. You know what I'm saying? Like your environment, man. Because this shit is about to happen, man. And like the scripture talk about, it's gonna be a time like no other, man. And then when you read about the Lord, bro, the Lord wasn't playing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do you imagine being around him? You know what I'm saying? Like just real. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
That Lord was always here.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, his aura, like you could feel that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Because some of the brothers in here, we got the opportunity to meet certain elders, our elders. You know what I'm saying? And like, and some elders got that presence, bro. Where it's always damn near a heavy spirit. You know what I'm saying? And then you got other, you got the elder YAHWAHs that's more, that's more kind of like a, you know what I'm saying, kind of chill, but you can still feel it underneath though. It's still that the undertone and like, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's why it makes me think about it. You listen to Elder YAHWAH when Elder Apostle Tar was like, even Elder YAHWAH would get mad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's there, like he got that fire, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so you can't.
Even like I said, even when he ain't mad, like he's still like he's joking, but it's like an undertone, like okay, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead,
Verse Ecclesiastes 7 and 4. It says, "The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth." Hey, and that mirth is joy, man. You know what I'm saying? Because why? It says in Isaiah the 24th chapter that the mirth of the land is gone, man. Babylon is being utterly destroyed right before our eyes, man. You know, the things that the prophets of old wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? Want to be a partaker of, man.
Now it's like this perfectly segues into get that Ezekiel shot. You about to say something? Yeah, what is that?
Oh yeah, I'll read it again. Okay. Ecclesiastes 7:4. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning.
Yeah, that goes back to the title, man. You know, occupied in prophecy versus occupied in body. The heart of the wise is what did it say one more time?
The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning.
Yeah, man. We in the house of mourning because nigga, we ain't free.
Yeah, bro.
We captive, man. What? I just saw a video. That's the spirit. I just saw a video earlier with T.I. This when he had his haircut, but when he was getting arrested, y'all, your brother probably saw it. If not, but he was going into his residence, like where he lived at, and the security guard nigga was asleep. Yeah. And then he was cussing that nigga out because he was like, "You sleep, nigga? I'm trying to get home." Basically, long story short, the cop put him in handcuffs. He was like, "Well, I'm trying to adjust him and make him comfortable." He's like, "Well, see, that's the problem." He was like, "That's it right there. See, you trying to make me comfortable when I'm in handcuffs. Like, how can you make that comfortable, nigga? Yeah, like, bro. And that's what the state we in, bro. It's no way to get comfortable, nigga. We shackled, nigga. It's not. There's no way around it, bro.
The best out of it.
Don't niggas do that in jail? Nigga got a little pig. Yeah, got all the little decorations and shit. Showing it on, bro. You crazy, bro. A lunatic.
Nigga put his pants up under the bed.
Bro, what is wrong with you, man?
Instead of learning the lesson,
right,
of why we even here,
right,
how to prevent coming here again.
He accepted though.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying, right?
He just accepted instead of pushing it out. I mean, I ain't having nothing. Nigga, I'm focused on getting out of here.
That's why the Lord said, "Look, man, he can't." When you go into Isaiah the first chapter, the Lord like, "Look, man, why would I stricken? I can't stricken you niggas no more, man. Because you think it's a joke, right?" So the Lord gonna he just gonna chasten you unto death, man.
No, I'm about to say because like you had broke down about the wise is in the house of mourning. What is his whole role? The scripture says in Ezekiel the 2nd chapter that the whole role is full of lamentation, mourning, and woe. So this ain't the time, especially if you're in the mindset of a man of the Lord. This ain't the time to be giggling like a little broad, man.
Bro, but why is it full of that though? It's full of that because the world, like brother was saying, the world we currently dwell in is not the world. It's not the world of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? It's not His kingdom. So everything that we read about the lamentations, the mourning, and the woes, and all that, bro, that's because we're not at peace. We're not at rest. That's the point. That's why the book contains so much of that. Because you think we're gonna be sorrowful and mournful in the kingdom? No, bro. That is all the book. That is all this is written for this time. All these times that we're going through right now.
Man, Jake, look at the internet right now, bro. Look at TikTok. Look at all these different avenues that Esau brought forth. Look at this shit. Every morning you wake up, you see a nigga at Walmart fucking with people. All right, million likes and shit. Niggas doing all type of stupidity. Okay, and Jake just on the phone. You know, but here it is. This devil about to come down, have a great wrath.
All the bitches look alike.
Your whole lifestyle is about to be changed, man. Right before your eyes. And every morning, that's the first thing a nigga click on is Funny Marco, man.
He gotta get this. Like, now that you said that.
This is Ezekiel 21:8. It says again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say thus, saith the Lord, YAHWAHSHI. Say a word, a sword is sharpened and also firm. It is sharpened to make a sure slaughter.
Hey, the sword is sharpened. It's ready. It's ready, man. It's ready, and here it is. Our people is occupied and folly once again, man. They don't know it's coming, and they don't know that's sword. But guess what? The Lord set up watchmen, right? Not to have a debate with you niggas, man. So you niggas still, well, man, really, God ain't they ain't part of the children of Israel. How does that benefit you, man? Right? You niggas, the Lord didn't set up the watchmen to debate with you niggas. He set up the watchmen to forewarn you, man. How you buy a watchdog and then your dog keep barking? You tell your dog to shut up. You go out there and see why your dog barking.
That's in Isaiah. It said they dumb dogs. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more.
It's the purpose that it may glitter. It's I'm gonna start at 10. I start back up at 10. Ezekiel 21:10. It said it is sharpened to make a sure slaughter. It is purpose that it may glitter. It says, should we then make mirth and contempt with the rod of my son as every tree? And
should we then make mirth, man? Yeah, man. Knowing that this sword is furbished, man, and it's sharpened and it's ready, should we be making mirth right now, man? Or should we be repenting, coming back to YAHWAHSHI, YAHWAHSHI, man? This is a serious time, man.
Yeah, because it's really, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, mine is when we're around each other, bro. Like, usually brothers in like a, you know what I'm saying? Like a serious mindset, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, how can you know this information and just be, and this happy go?
That's how you know Jake ain't circumspect.
Yeah, man.
The scriptures tell us to be circumspect.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, be harmless as a sheep and circumspect. I don't think I'm quoting two different scriptures at once. Wise as serpents and harmless as doves. No, I was gonna say, when you circumspect, you looking all around you, man. That's not comfortable. That's not comfortable. When you gotta watch your back, when you gotta be circumspect, watching all around, that's not comfortable, man. To be looking around and making sure, just so you gotta watch your steps here in Babylon, man.
Your edge, bro, and then you know what Babylon got to offer. Yeah, bro, you gotta think about it, bro.
The valley of the shadow.
If you're a watchman, that means you looking at videos, you looking at articles, you reading articles, you like, damn, I fucked up, this judgment is. So it's like you understand that judgment is at your doorstep any damn day.
And even yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
Even yourself.
That's what I'm saying. Bro, and then too.
Can I say this too? Because we rehearsing the righteous acts. We had a rehearsal so we can get a part, right? So we could get a part and be in the hopefully the hopeful elect, right? So when you're rehearsing, you nervous because you don't know if you're gonna get cut or if you don't know you're gonna move on to the next stage, right?
Yeah.
So we're rehearsing these righteous acts, hoping to get a part in this movie, man, and a part in that salvation, right? Because when a person is actually rehearsing, if they ain't the director, they ain't feeling him, they cut his ass, man. So it's
and then I want to go back and make that point. It says the sword is being sharpened, so we didn't make mirth. Because each one of us in here and the brothers around the four corners, we understand that what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you have days where you're in a so-called good mood, but you still contemplating on the shit that's actually about to happen. You're like, damn, bro. That's why YAHWAHSHI was in such a heavy spirit, bro. You gotta understand, man, this man, our Lord, read the scriptures, from a youth, basically from 12 on up to his ministry. So that's why he was in such a heavy spirit, bro. He understood, like, damn, bro, like, this is what I gotta go through.
Right, that's how I'm saying. Think about the stuff we gotta go through. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers is literally watch brothers go through that chopping block and fucking getting beat down. And bro, you about to see a lot of stuff that we talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? So how much, we many YAHWAHSHI, we coming in YAHWAHSHI stead, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the same things that happen in YAHWAHSHI is gonna happen to us. See, that's the thing, Jake talk it. You know what I'm saying? But when we about to get ready to go through it, man. We there.
We don't know how things is gonna play out. YAHWAHSHI kind of like new to the role and what had to happen. We don't know how. We don't know what's gonna happen. You don't even know if we're a part of this thing, man. We hope it, man. We got that faith, but man, it's not a game, man.
Bro, YAHWAHSHI knew damn near his life step by step, bro. Yeah. Even it was certain things he would do when he was healing people and all that. Like, it was like everything he damn near knew, because he understood the scriptures. He's like, damn, this part is talking about me. When we read the scriptures, like now, like brothers on the level to a point, YAHWAHSHI is almost written in almost in every book from the Old Testament, from damn near Genesis on up. So when he reading, like, you imagine if we can extrapolate where YAHWAHSHI in the Old Testament, you like, damn, that's my YAHWAHSHI, or this YAHWAHSHI. Imagine him then.
He said it. The book is written in the volume of the book.
Yeah, that volume go back to what we went into it. Volume meant roll. The way he said eat the whole roll. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. So it's like you just gotta be like in the mindset of like, bro, this shit about to kick off, man. And then you wanna remember to hate your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the scripture say, they love not their lives unto death. You gotta remember to hate your life, man. I'm gonna just say it that way. Don't be getting too. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why the scripture says they love their life better, and they ain't love their life unto death.
Yeah, that's what I was quoting. Because like I said, sometimes you had a moment, bro, where you kind of cherishing little small parts of your life, which ain't, you ain't off of that. But you just gotta remember, bro, this shit is none of this belong to you, bro. Nothing.
Bro, that's why the scripture say it made me think of you talking about that, like death. Or like, people being caught up in the world, or versus serving YAHWAHSHI. You know what I'm saying? They caught up in the folly instead of prophecy. But the scriptures say what? In RAWCHAA chapter 4, verse 28, it said, strive for the truth unto death. Strive for this truth unto death, and the Lord will fight for you. You know what I'm saying? You striving for the ways of this world, the Lord will put you down. Because you made it. You made it perish with the ways of this world. You know what I'm saying? Because you formed an alliance with the world instead of forming an alliance with YAHWAHSHI.
What you a part of? Is you a part of Hamashiach YAHWAHSHI?
Yep.
Okay, because that represents life. Or if you're a part of this world, the Lord's just gonna pretty much let you pass away with the world, man. You're just gonna, whatever the world receives, that's what you're gonna receive. Okay, whatever YAHAWAHSHI received, we're trying to hopefully be that number that received that joint hairs, or you want to be joint hairs with YAHAWAHSHI or with the world.
Yeah, it was some more.
Oh, yeah,
I want to start. I just want to start at the bottom right here, 21 and 9, and I'll read it. And I'm gonna read 10 in the NLT. But it says, "Say a sword is sharper and also fervent." Verse 10 in the NLT, it said it is sharpened for terrible slaughter, and it's polished to flash like lightning. Now will you laugh? Question mark.
Woo, that's a rhetorical. Now will you laugh?
Question mark. You hear me? It says, "Those far stronger than you have fallen beneath his power."
Hey, that's the spirit. I did a video the other day. Like, the Lord ain't the last option, man. The Lord is not the last option. The Lord is the first and only option, right? But see, Jake is gonna make the Lord their last option. See, Jake is into all this. Okay, but when that sword come down, right? That's when all the laughing gonna stop, and that's when they're gonna call upon YAHWAHSHI. The Lord said
he gonna laugh when they calamity come upon
that's
us.
right. Then shall they call upon me.
You know what I'm saying?
Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. Right? Well, go ahead, up.
It says, "And he that have given it to be furnished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened and is furnished to give it into the hand of the slayer."
And remember, right? Esau is the Lord's sword. All right, the scriptures say that he's about to come down having that great wrath, man, that extreme anger, right? Esau gonna be blitzing you niggas out there, man. All of you niggas think Esau, your friend, my buddy Jeff, my buddy Rock. You know, Esau be having some funny ass name, Brad. You know, Esau gonna, man, he gonna. Because the only thing that's stopping Esau right now is, and I'm just talking about your average Edomite in the streets. The average Edomite in the street want to kill you niggas already, but it's a law in place. But once it's just all lawlessness out here, Esau his true intentions is gonna show.
Why wouldn't it?
He gonna hop out that pickup truck with that motherfucking shotgun. He gonna go hunting, man.
Look, why wouldn't it though? Because you're talking about your friend, your family gonna fight. Your friends should fight friends like enemies.
Yep.
So how much more the actual enemy, the nigga who's designed to come against you, that nigga is gonna. The Lord gonna turn his spirit up, man. You know what I'm saying? Not just him, all the heathen too, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
Okay, you got something too, bro? All right, come.
This is Colossians chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, "If ye be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of the Most High." It says, "Set your affection on things above, not on things of the earth."
Yeah, so you can't be thinking about this present world, man. This present evil world, man. As Elder Yah says, man, you can't be thinking about this place because you realize how wicked it is and how corrupt and tainted it is. Everything from food, relationships, people that you know that you so-called cool with, man. Like, bro, everything here is tainted, man.
That's why the scripture saying, "Rise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, and it shall destroy you with a sword of destruction."
And that word affection is synonymous with occupy, man. You gotta why? Because you have to set your mind on what heavenly things, man. You know, and not on things of the world, because YAHWAHSHI said that he has brought us out of the world, right? So this is what we're striving to do, and this is what we're striving to do. Other men,
we're physically here, but we're spiritually not. Yeah, our mind is in a whole other dimension. You know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because when you was talking about, I maybe mentioned game time earlier before we had turned the camera on, but like, cause like when you getting ready for something, like you in order to fight something or order to do something in life, whatever it is, bro, you had to prepare it some way, somehow, bro. So the going back to the title, occupied in prophecy versus occupied in folly, we are preparing, Lord willing, through the Spirit on the coming dangers. We're properly equipping ourselves with the proper armor to combat the things that's going to come in the physical in that time. We're spiritually building ourselves up. So, because that's the only thing that's going to be able to stand that time is the Spirit. All right, because you know what I'm saying? So, right. So going back to the title, occupied in prophecy versus occupied in folly.
Your mind gotta be there. Just imagine the person that's about to go into a fight and his mind out there. That's why in Esau military, he don't let you have no contact with your worldly family. You can't talk to them, because in this fight that's about to take place, in this war, your mind has to literally be there.
That's why Yahawashi often talk about us detaching from things that causes that, which are family. He mentioned lands, mothers, brothers, and all that, because those things triggers our emotions. That's why we just talked about the ark earlier, how the Lord had to close the door. Because if leave it up to our bodies, the bodies we dwell in, our emotions would flare up some way, somehow.
You don't think Noah and them had other family out there?
Right, exactly. Right. Showing that the Lord, it's all up to the Lord. His spirit is what's going to actually bring in that next phase.
You don't think in the time a lot that they had other family back there? Just don't mention them. Of course, they had probably cousins and relatives there. You know, so it's a heavy thing.
I just got one question. Like you said, they don't let them have that stuff at war. See, we at war. This 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 4, it says, "No man that war entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier."
That's right. Beautiful.
That's why they say that the weapon of warfare not carnal, because we have this is a spiritual battle that the Lord through the grace of YAHAWAHSHI, the Lord has allowed us to fight this fleshly battle through the spirit.
Yeah, that's right, bro. But
I would say, in a sense, the soldier is like a pilgrim. But this 2 Ezra chapter 16 verse 40, "O my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth." And that's what's coming. It's the final battle, so to speak, or the hour of temptation. In Revelation 3 and 10, which is synonymous with Jacob's trouble. When it get bad out here, prior to that, you're supposed to be getting ready. You know, it said make you ready to the battle. And in those evils, like the brother made mention of earlier, evil meaning bad time. It's gonna be very bad, a time like never before. It says be even as pilgrims upon the earth. And I got the definition for the word pilgrim. It's the etymology. It says a person traveling to a holy place as a penance or to discharge some vow or religious obligation. And you know, we obligated to serve YAHWAHSHI. It says, or seeking some miracle or spiritual benefit. Okay, it said a person traveling. And the elect, they traveling through this place, like the brother made mention of earlier. We traveling through this present evil world to get to the kingdom. And if you traveling through a place, if you stop for a restroom break, you see some good looking toilet paper, you're not gonna become attached to that toilet paper. So in relation to the elect, they're not gonna become attached to the things that's here, because these things is temporary.
You just
Because everything
tunnel vision. Because that's like going out of town. You know, if you in Cleveland, we on our way to Atlanta, we may stop at some rest stops. We may see something that may catch our eye, but at the end of the day, we on a mission to get to Atlanta. Anything that's not going with us to Atlanta is left there. Like that restaurant, you stop at that good restaurant with that good food. You go there that one time, you're like, damn, I can't get this attached to this. We don't got this in Cleveland.
I mean, like you said, tunnel vision, because I may mention it, I think last time, but yeah, if you got tunnel vision, you ain't looking back. Nigga, it ain't nothing back there. It's darkness. You can't even see anywhere. The only thing in front of you is that little circle of light that you're trying to get to, man.
You see that light all the way ahead of you. You just don't know how long of a path you got to go to get to it. But that's your main agenda. The objective is to get to that light.
Keep going. You're gonna have a lot of things that's gonna come up and try to hinder you. Like you say, you be traveling through a city to get to another city. Then you run into a good-looking woman, and she going the opposite way. And if you allow her to, she gonna take you from off your path. You're supposed to be going forward, but now she got you going backwards.
That's right. That's why the spirit, that right-handed, cut it off.
Yeah. I've seen that.
That was it on that? Yeah, the brother got to close.
This is that's beautiful to lead into this, man. Wow. This is sheesh, man.
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit, man. This is Sirach 34.
That's the spirit.
And this Sirach 34, and I'm gonna start at 8. The law shall be found perfect without lies, and wisdom is perfection to a faithful mouth. A man that hath traveled knoweth many things, and he that hath much experience will declare wisdom. And that's what we're going through right now. We're going through the spiritual exercise, the spiritual training, so that when we need to activate this, what we've been training for, right? You don't know a nigga know karate until you put it on your ass. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it's gonna be in that time. That's why I said then it should be known who's my chosen, because once that spirit, that all this training we have accumulated, once the Lord allow us to tap into that next realm of the spirit, or that next phase of the spirit, bro, it's gonna be like something you ain't never seen. Let's talk about the strangeness of salvation, the things that's gonna be happening. Brothers gonna be doing miracles, and the how everything gonna play out, bro. It's gonna be literally something like off a movie.
Well, we tap into our forefathers because also it's gonna be known who the Lord's chosen because we are gonna display those same acts that our forefathers displayed, right? That courage, that integrity. Hey, when you look at the stories about the Maccabees brothers, or not the Maccabees, and the story about the brothers in the Maccabees, how they chose death, because they gonna know that we gonna choose death. See, the scripture saying, "He who loseth his life shall find it, and he that findeth his life shall lose it." A 2/3 nigga want to find his life. A 2/3 nigga want to keep his life, man. He want to keep this living situation. A nigga want to keep this life, man. All right.
And then that's the ironic part about that is he actually choosing death. Because this is death. You know what I'm saying? Like this death goes all the way around us. You know what I'm saying?
He's scared to die though.
Yeah.
Nigga that chose death, but he's scared to die.
Yeah.
What the Lord said, all they that hate me love them.
Yeah.
You show the Lord you hate them by not doing what he told you to do.
Right.
By not adhering to the wisdom, not to understand it. By not following after the scripture. Because the Lord said what? In John the 14th chapter. He that loveth me is he that keepeth my commandments.
Yeah, because going back to the title, occupy prophecy versus occupied and folly, that's what's gonna save us in that time. Knowing what's coming. You see what I'm saying? Ultimately, what's written, if you know that number, but the things that the Spirit is revealing to us, the Lord, it's like we got a head start. You know what I'm saying? Like we you know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you want a head start of a race if it's given to you? You're stupid if you don't take the head start. You know what I'm saying? But it says, a man that have traveled knoweth many things. He that have much experience will declare wisdom. So that's what it's gonna come down to, us having that experience right now. Right now we fasting and we praying in the Hebrew. We repetitive with precepts. So when we don't even have our book with us, we can just think about precepts and call upon the name of the Lord. And you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna be saying Ezekiel 17, Ezekiel 3, we're gonna be saying just what the scriptures saying that day. You see what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be within us. It says, he that have for the most part, Lord willing, it says he that have no experience knoweth little, but he that have traveled is full of prudence.
Our people don't got no experience.
Exactly.
They don't got no experience, man. They ain't tap in, man. All right, our people ain't they don't got no experience, man.
That's why they don't know what scriptures to apply at certain times. You know what I'm saying? Discernment lets you know what scriptures to apply at certain times. Our people don't have discernment, wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Our people don't have discretion. They don't have no type of integrity. They don't have no type of morals or guidance or understanding.
Jake is gonna lack everything that it takes to win this fight. And the time Jake just gonna give up and give in.
Yep, because that's why it's just Isaiah 33:6. Knowledge and wisdom should be the stability of our time, of that time. So
you said, bring it back a little bit too, because you said that you brought out that word, right? It said,
it says, you start right 34:10. He that have no experience knoweth little. But he that, right, you gotta have spiritual experience to order to use the spirit.
That's right. And that word experience literally means to try out.
Let's go.
But we have that experience. This is an experience. We're actually going through it.
Right. But the Lord doing it, he putting you through it to apply that wisdom. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a practice.
Right. If you're not applying the wisdom, what's the point of keep going through this?
Yep.
The Lord is gonna boot you out.
Yeah, give you over to that reprobate spirit.
That's what the verse 9 said. It says you gotta have much experience with the clear wisdom. So the experience is gonna bring that wisdom. That's why I always say the student can never beat the sensei. You know what I'm saying? Because the sensei, he got that extra wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he taught you, man. And why you think you so great, man? It said, I went back.
Because that word, when you brought out that word prudence, it just made me think about how we opened up with Proverbs 22:3. And we said, a prudent man foreseeth the evil, that's being circumspect. Yeah. He said, but a simple path on an offender. It just made me think about how we opened up. You know what I'm saying? That's it right there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We foreseeing the evil. You know what I'm saying? So we hide ourselves. And we hide ourselves what? Through the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of YAHAWAHSHI. This is that covenant.
Yeah, Psalms 91.
That's right.
It says, but he that have traveled is full of prudence. When I traveled, I saw many things, and I understood more than I can express. I was all times in danger of death, yet I was delivered because of these things. It says, the spirit of those that fear the Lord shall live, for their hope is in him that saveth them. You see what I'm saying? So, one more. It says, whoso feareth the Lord shall not fear nor be afraid, for he is his hope. Come on. So yeah, so that's the result of that, being occupied in the word of the Lord, and meaning the prophecies and what the word entails. ultimately we're governed by His hope, man. And Lord willing, He saves us in that time.
And that's how we know what time we're living in, by being occupied in prophecy. We know what time we living in. We measuring the times, man. And hopefully, man, we be a part of that number to be delivered out of this place, man. So, hey, man, we hope this was edifying. We're going to end giving all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH.
double honors again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and who will, and blessings and safety to the men, women, and children that believe on the name YAHAWAHSHI, YAHAWAHSHI, and truth and sincerity keep up hope we almost home.
Ball.